We live in a world that is drunk on appearance. We live in a time where the packaging is valued more than the product. In 2026, we scroll through feeds of perfect lives, perfect bodies, and perfect careers, forgetting that a filter can make a garbage dump look like paradise. We have been trained to respect the suit and ignore the soul. We have been trained to chase the glitter and ignore the gold. But I want to tell you a truth that the wise have known for centuries. The most dangerous things in the world often look the most harmless, and the most valuable things often look the most ordinary. Let me tell you a story about a rainy Tuesday in London. It was the kind of rain that chills you to the bone. On Bond Street, where the most expensive brands in the world have their shops, the windows were glowing with golden light. Inside a high-end art gallery, a cocktail party was taking place. The room was filled with men in tailored tuxedos and women in silk gowns. They were holding crystal glasses, laughing softly, and discussing the paintings on the wall. They were the elite. They were the people who looked like they owned the world. Into this room walked an old man. He was soaking wet. His coat was 3 sizes too big and smelled of damp wool. His shoes were muddy. He held a plastic bag in his hand. He looked like a mistake. He looked like a stain on a perfect white sheet. The security guard stepped forward to remove him, but the gallery owner, a man named Sterling, waved the guard away. Sterling was arrogant, but he was curious. He wanted to humiliate the old man in front of his rich guests to show his dominance. Sterling walked up to the old man with a fake smile. "Can I help you?" he asked, his voice dripping with sarcasm. "Are you looking for the restroom? Or perhaps a place to dry off before you return to the street?" The guests laughed. They judged the book by its cover. They saw the mud, the old coat, and the plastic bag. They decided this man was worth 0. The old man did not smile. He did not look down. He looked Sterling directly in the eyes with a gaze that was sharper than a diamond cutter. He said quietly, "I am not here for the restroom. I am here for the painting." He pointed to the centerpiece of the exhibition, a masterpiece worth £20 million. The room went silent. Then, laughter erupted. It was a cruel, mocking laughter. Sterling laughed the hardest. He said, "My dear sir, the painting costs more than your life. It costs more than everything you've ever known. Please leave before you embarrass yourself further." The old man slowly opened the plastic bag. He did not pull out a sandwich. He did not pull out trash. He pulled out a checkbook bound in worn leather. He took a cheap pen from his pocket and wrote a number. He tore the check out and handed it to Sterling. Sterling looked at the paper. His face went pale. The laughter in the room died instantly. The signature on the check belonged to one of the most reclusive and wealthy collectors in Europe. The man standing in the muddy shoes was a billionaire who had started as a coal miner. He didn't dress up because he had nothing to prove. He didn't wear a suit because he owned the company that made the suits. He looked at the stunned room and said a sentence that everyone there would remember for the rest of their lives. He said, "You are all so obsessed with the frame that you cannot see the art." And he walked out, leaving the painting behind, because he realized the people in that room were too poor in spirit to deserve his money. This story is not just about money. It is about the signal and the noise. In the modern age, we are surrounded by noise. Flashy cars, loud influencers, expensive logos. This is all noise. It is designed to distract you. It is a peacock spreading its feathers. But in nature, the predator does not wear bright colors. The lion blends into the grass. The shark is gray like the water. Real power does not need to advertise itself. Think about a wrapped gift. If I give you a box wrapped in diamond-encrusted paper, but inside there is a pile of dust, the gift is worthless. If I give you a box wrapped in old newspaper, but inside there is the key to a mansion, the gift is priceless. Yet, most of us spend our lives chasing the diamond paper. We date people because they look good, not because they are good. We take jobs because the title sounds fancy, not because the work fulfills us. We buy cars we cannot afford to impress people we do not like. We are worshipping the rapper. There is a concept in psychology called the halo effect. It means that if someone looks good, we automatically assume they are smart, kind, and honest. If someone looks messy, we assume they are lazy or stupid. This is a glitch in the human brain. And you must fix this glitch if you want to win in 2026. You must become a scanner. You must learn to scan past the surface. When you meet someone, do not look at their shoes. Look at how they treat the waiter. Do not look at their watch. Look at how they keep their promises. Do not look at their smile. Look at their eyes when they are angry. The cover can be faked. The character cannot. But there is a deeper lesson here for you, personally. You might feel like the old man in the gallery. Maybe you are underestimated. Maybe people look at you and they don't see much. They see a quiet person. They see someone who hasn't made it yet. They judge you. Good. Let them.
Being underestimated is a superpower. When people think you are nothing, they do not see you coming. They lower their guard. They speak freely around you. They reveal their true selves. You become invisible. And in that invisibility, you can work. You can build while they are busy polishing their image. You are busy sharpening your sword. Do not feel the need to correct them. Do not feel the need to shout, "I am valuable." The sun does not scream. It just burns. And eventually, everyone feels its heat. If you're a diamond covered in mud, you are still a diamond. The mud does not change your molecular structure. The opinions of others are just mud. They can dirty your exterior, but they cannot touch your core. In fact, you should embrace the art of the gray rock. Be boring to the outside world. Keep your wins private. Keep your bank account private. Keep your next move private. Let them think you are just a rock. Let them kick you aside, because a rock can be a cornerstone. A rock can be the weapon that brings down a giant. There is a freedom in not having to perform. The people in that art gallery were prisoners. They were prisoners of their tuxedos, prisoners of their image, prisoners of the validation of others. The old man was free. He could walk in the rain. He could wear what he wanted. He could say what he wanted. He owned himself. Ask yourself today, how much of your energy goes into maintaining the cover of your book? How much time do you spend on the caption, the filter, the outfit, the mask? And how much time do you spend on the pages of the book? The pages are your mind, your heart, your discipline, your connection with God. If the book is blank, the cover does not matter. We are moving into a time where the fake is collapsing. The bubble of superficiality is bursting. People are starving for authenticity. They are tired of the polished lie. They want the rough truth. Be the rough truth. Be the person who brings substance to the table. When you judge a book by its cover, you miss the story. And the story is the only thing that changes you. Maybe the person you ignored today had the advice that could save your life. Maybe the job you rejected because it looked too small was the stepping stone to your empire. Maybe the struggle you are hating right now, the ugly wrapping paper of pain, contains the gift of wisdom. Open the box. Look closer. Do not be fooled by the eyes, for the eyes can only see light. Use your heart, for the heart can see the soul. The illusion of gold is everywhere, but the reality of iron is what builds the world. Be iron. Be real. And let the world be surprised when they finally realize who you are.
The wealthiest place on the planet is not the oil fields of the Middle East. It is not the diamond mines of South Africa. It is not the banking vaults of Switzerland. The wealthiest place on the planet is the graveyard. Because in the graveyard, you will find inventions that were never exposed. You will find books that were never written. You will find songs that were never sung. You will find dreams that never became reality because someone was too afraid to take the first step. They were waiting for a day that never came. They were waiting for tomorrow. We are all addicted to a drug called someday. We tell ourselves that someday, when we have more money, we will start the business. Someday, when we have more time, we will get in shape. Someday, when the kids are older, we will travel. But look at the calendar. Someday is not a day of the week. There is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. There is no someday. It is a lie we tell ourselves to feel better about our cowardice. Let me tell you a story about a man named Thomas. Thomas was a brilliant architect living in London. He had a vision for a building that would change the skyline of the city. He spent 20 years thinking about it. He drew sketches on napkins. He talked about it to his friends at the pub. He bought expensive software to design it, but he never actually filed the permit. He never broke ground. He always said he was waiting for the market to improve. He was waiting for the interest rates to drop. He was waiting for the perfect partner. When Thomas died at the age of 85, his cleaners found a stack of notebooks in his study. They were filled with beautiful drawings of a building that existed only in his mind. The paper was yellow and brittle. The ink was faded. His genius died with him. He was not defeated by a lack of talent. He was defeated by the illusion of time. He thought he had forever. In 2026, we are the most distracted generation in history. We have access to all the knowledge of the world in our pockets, yet we use it to watch cats dancing. We have the tools to build empires from our bedrooms, yet we use them to argue with strangers. We are busy, but we are not productive. There is a difference. Motion is running on a treadmill. You are sweating, but you are not going anywhere. Action is running on the track. Every step takes you closer to the finish line. Most people are on the treadmill of life, waiting for the scenery to change. You have to understand that the clock on the wall is not ticking. It is subtracting. Every second that passes is a slice of your life that you will never get back. You can earn more money. You can buy more houses. You can even find new friends, but you cannot buy one more second of time. It is the only resource that is non-renewable, and yet you spend it like it is infinite. Imagine there is a bank that credits your account each morning with $86,400. It carries over no balance from day to day. Every evening, it deletes whatever part of the balance you failed to use during the day. What would you do? You would draw out every cent. You would use it all. Whoa, you have such a bank. Its name is time. Every morning, it credits you with 86,400 seconds. Every night it writes off as lost whatever of this you have failed to invest to good purpose. It carries over no balance. It allows no overdraft. If you fail to use the day's deposits, the loss is yours. There is no going back. There is no drawing against tomorrow. You must live in the present on today's deposit. Why are you hesitating? Are you afraid of failure? Failure is just feedback. Failure is the tuition you pay for success. The only true failure is the failure to try. Or are you afraid of judgment? Are you afraid of what your cousin or your neighbor will say? Let me ask you this. Will they pay your bills when you are old? Will they hold your hand when you are dying? No. So why do you let their opinions hold the pen that writes your life story? There is a version of you that is waiting to be born. This version is disciplined. This version is fearless. This version does not hit the snooze button. This version does not scroll for 3 hours. But for this version to live, the old version of you must die. You must kill the part of you that loves comfort. You must kill the part of you that loves excuses. The vibe shift is not just a cool name for a channel, it is a demand. It is a shift from passive to active. It is a shift from consumer to creator. It is a shift from victim to victor. You have to decide right now, in this moment, that you are done with the waiting room. You are done preparing. You are ready to perform. Look at your hands. These hands can build. These hands can write. These hands can help. Do not let them be idle. Do not let them be empty. The world is suffering. The world needs your gift. If you hide your light, you are not just hurting yourself. You are robbing the world of the contribution you were sent here to make. So, here is your final instruction. Do not wait for the perfect time. The perfect time is a myth. Do not wait for the motivation. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings are fickle. Rely on discipline. Start before you are ready. Start while you are shaking. Start while you are broke. Start while you are scared. Just start, because one day the clock will stop. And on that day, you want to be able to say, I used it all. I squeezed every drop out of this life. I left nothing on the table. Do not go to the grave with your music still inside you. Play your song. Play it loud. Play it now. The graveyard is full. Do not add your dreams to its collection. Your time is coming. Keep believing. Keep fighting. Don't just watch. Go out and prove them wrong. Thank you for being part of the journey. If you liked it, please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.